trading post to try and talk to the guard Khalid, who you guys have kind of figured out has weird time powers, to see if he can do anything to help Sage.
Yes.
Okay.
So I go and find him.
All right. You takes you a bit to get there. We've already talked that the writing on your hand has increased somewhat, and now kind of circles your hand like a really, really loser tattoo.
Thanks.
And you ride in, and the first thing you notice is that there's been some improvements. Oleg's. There's a stables. There's a couple more buildings. And you see Oleg and Svetlana kind of welcoming you as you ride in. They looks like they knew you were coming.
Oh, okay. I guess I just say hi and ask where Khalid is.
They're kind of like, all right. Svetlana puts away the like little bowl that she had was simmering with something that she had brought out for you. Since you just want to get right down to business and don't want to exchange pleasantries with them. And they say that him and Ulrich are currently in the tavern.
All right, I go to the tavern.
Okay. When you go into the tavern, you see that the table that you guys once used is currently filled with maps.
Okay.
And both Khalid and Ulrich are kind of like poring over them. You see Jive at the bar kind of drinking. And there's another man that you don't recognize in sitting with Jive.
Uh-oh.
This guy has robes that would he looks like a wizard. He's got robes from the Colvarin Mage College. He looks young-ish, like in his 40s around. And his biggest distinction is the fact that he's got a big red bulbous nose.
Huh.
Otherwise, he looks like a human.
All right. I guess so then I just go up to Khalid and ask if I could talk to him.
Ulrich looks up as you approach and start talking to Khalid, and are like, "Hey, do you got a moment?" And Ulrich is like, "No, we're busy organizing the transfer."
What transfer?
Some Colvarin soldiers went missing and around the area of Mistville, so we're being transferred into your city in order to try and track down where they went.
When did this happen?
A few weeks ago, we managed to get a letter that they deciphered as code, saying that they had found something that they'd been looking for. And then Ulrich cuts off Khalid and says, "It's none of your fucking business."
Well, I mean, it kind of is.
Is it? Why?
Because then I have to deal with you more, and I don't want to.
Yeah, well, too fucking bad. I'm coming, and I've got a letter that says that I'm guaranteed a seat on your council.
Oh my god.
Can I see this letter?
Of course. And he takes it out, puts it on the table, and gestures at Khalid, who rolls his eyes, picks up the letter, then walks over and hands it to you.
All right. And is it an actual official letter?
Yep, signed by the voice of the Emperor himself. If you wanted to know if it was forged or not, you would need to figure that out. But it reads that it basically reads exactly what he said, except in more legalese, where essentially it's explaining the fact that, yes, he's coming to investigate this, and while his investigation is going on, he is to be granted a seat on the council and treated as an equal member of the council.
Awesome. I'm so excited for you to join us. Anyway, that's not the whole point. I'm here. I wanted to ask Khalid a few questions.
Well, you can wait until we're back in the city because we're busy now. There's a lot of paperwork to be done.
Well, I'm sure Khalid isn't helping much with that. So I'm sure.
Khalid looks at you kind of hurt and is like, why would you say that? His eyes, as always, closed.
I mean, do you really want to do paperwork?
God, no.
See? It's settled.
Ulrich says, that's why I'm making him do it all. I don't want to do it either.
Yeah, but you're in charge, so you got to do it. He's just an underling.
Ulrich comes across the table towards you and draws himself up to his full 5'4" height, as opposed to your, 6 foot?
6'2".
Yeah, as opposed to your 6'2", and prods you in your breastplate and says, listen here, the days I take orders from you is never going to come. The world will end before I ever take a single order from you. So get the fuck out of my tavern, and we'll talk. You can talk to him in the city when he has a day off.
No. That's all he's gonna say is no.
Okay. You notice that the guy in the wizard robes is staring at you. Jive is also looking, and she's kind of got like a little grin on her face, and she's totally like fiddling with one of the hilts of her pistols.
All right.
And Khalid's hand has gone to one of his swords. And Ulrich goes in a voice that like cuts through the tension icily of this now like fight that you look like you're about to start, and says, what do you mean no, boy?
I came out here to ask Khalid a few questions because someone important to me has died, but there's a chance of bringing her back, and I want to know if he knows of any way to bring her back.
Ulrich's eyes are like flashing with anger, and Khalid quickly cuts him off and says, how long has she been dead for?
Not long.
How?
Like maybe a day or two.
Can't do anything about that, sorry.
Why?
Ulrich, at this point, grabs his crossbow off the table and levels it at you. Get gone, he says. You asked your question. We're busy. Leave.
Could I try and grab it with the writing marked hand, I guess?
Sure. Roll me a CMB.
CMB. 28.
You grab the crossbow. It's at that point that everyone else in the bar who had readied actions looses them all at once. Khalid swings one of his long swords at you. Jive shoots you, and you get hit by 5 darts from a magic missile.
Oh, nice.
So let me roll these attacks. Both the Khalid. So what's your AC? Flat-footed, since you don't have your weapon out.
What's that?
AC flat-footed.
18.
18. Both of Khalid's swords are going to connect. Jive's gun misfires. And you take 5, 18, 20, 22, 25 damage from the magic missiles that buffet you. And Khalid's longswords deal another 7, and 10 for a total of 17. So you're taking 32 damage.
Okay.
Okay. The masked thing is coming down the stairs. What do? It's top of the order initiative. So roll me your initiative.
Oh, God. This is not how I expected that to go.
All right, you got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to bother putting them on initiative.
Yeah.
So Jive is going first, and she throws the gun that just blew up in her hand to the ground, swearing, and pulls out her blunderbuss. What's your touch AC?
Oh, God. 12.
Blunderbuss is going to get you. Give me a second. I have to pull up all their character sheets. I did not expect you to pick a fight with them.
Honestly, I just wanted to see if anything would happen with the writing.
Nope.
Well,
Nope, apparently not. So her first shot's going to hit you. And yeah, she only gets one shot with a blunderbuss, even though she can do two. That's going to deal another 5 damage to you.
all right.
After Jive comes Khalid, and he's going to swing both his long swords at you. Neither of those hit. Then after Khalid, we have this dude, and he's going to hit you with another 5 darts from Magic Missile. For 2, 4, 8, 10, 14 damage. Then Ulrich goes, and he's booking it to the back of the room, and you can see the masked thing like picking up speed as it's kind of loping towards you through the bar.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
I'm gonna fucking run.
Do you throw down his crossbow?
No, I'm not taking it with me.
Okay,
This is in my hand. There's no point in throwing it.
cool. So what's your max speed?
My max speed is 30.
That's okay. So you have your armor on, by the way.
Yeah, but it's agile.
Oh, okay. So wait, no, your agile breastplate doesn't increase your move speed.
No, but it doesn't reduce it from because it's
I think
heavy.
it does. Give me a sec.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. All it does is make it so this way the armor check for climb and acrobatics is only -1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does not change how fast you move. But you're a fighter, right?
Doesn't
Yeah.
he have armor?
Yeah,
training?
breastplate's medium, so you've got armor training, so you're fine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So it's not that you have an agile breastplate, it's the fact that you're a fighter that's letting you run. So you can go a total of 90 feet. So you book it out the door, and you run like almost smack dab into Svetlana, who's coming in, and send her food flying through the air as she was coming to see the commotion. And you're out in a flash, and you're almost to the gate,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't outrun Jai's rifle, I don't think. Both of those are going to hit you as she fires it twice. So you hear 2 loud, like, gunshots go off, and you feel 2 pellets hit you in the small of the back for another 14 damage.
Oh man.
What?
I'm at 1 HP.
So you're about 90 feet out. This guy would have to double move to get there. Yeah, no one else can get to you. Yeah, no one else can get to you just yet. Now you got another 90?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't I have a horse? Can't I just get on that and ride away?
You'll have to roll an acrobatics and a ride check to quickly mount it. And you probably put it in the stables because you weren't expecting to need to leave quick.
That's probably true, yeah.
So you're booking it. Let me just check the range on Jive's rifle real quickly.
All right.
Another thing that I didn't expect to have to look up right yet.
Serpentine, Daemon, serpentine.
Serpentine!
I assume you remember that gun starting to touch when it's outside the first range increment.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that her rifle has stupid range, though. Because it's a custom rifle. It's the first of its kind, actually. Which means it has a huge misfire chance. But, you know, Jive wouldn't have it any other way, I don't think. So you are probably only around 160 away from her right now, I believe.
180 if I moved 90 twice.
You did, but don't forget she moved as well.
Oh, right.
So she would have moved out the door, so she would have closed it. You're about 150 feet away from her. You're outside the first increment of its range. You're not outside its total range, though.
All right.
So she's going to try and fire at you. This is going to hit against your regular AC.
Which is
27 on the first shot, and on the second shot, only an 11.
the first one hits me.
Okay, that's going to knock you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to take 6 damage as another bullet hits you.
Yeah. Do I need to roll a fort save? Or...
No, I'm going to roll. Yeah, you're unconscious.
All right. Well.
You do wake up a little bit later, tied to the back of a horse. You're back at full HP, but you're tied to the back of this horse.
All right.
And by tied to the back of the horse, I mean you're tied to the horse and you're laying on the ground.
Oh, great.
And the horse is kind of clip-clopping and it's dragging you along the ground.
Mm-hmm. Can I break out of the bonds?
Roll me a strength check if you'd like to try.
Sure. $21.
You can't seem to break out of these. Like you flex your muscles and stretch, and the ropes seem to actually grow a little with you and then tighten back down.
Probably enchanted. I don't think I can really do anything.
Are you going to look around or anything? You're trying to do stuff without like taking stock of your situation.
Yeah, I guess I'll look around, see where I am.
Yeah, you're tied to the back of a horse being dragged through the mist plains. Riding on top of the horse is that guy in the wizard robes you saw earlier, the guy who also pelted you with magic missile.
Yeah.
And you don't know where you're going, but you see Ulrich, Khalid, and Jive all riding horses near you.
Guess I'm along for the ride.
You don't say anything to them?
I guess I would ask Khalid why he said it was too late for stage.
Because I can only reverse so much time.
Oh, do you know anybody who has a resurrection spell?
Ulrich shouts out, "Shut up!" And he shoots you with his crossbow. He's not aiming for anywhere lethal, and he gets you in like the leg, and it hurts a lot. I'm not going to roll damage on this because it doesn't matter. It just hurts.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll shut up then on the way where we're going.
Yeah, you get dragged all the way back to Mistvale.
Awesome.
People in Mistvale. As the other group was returning from the spine, so did Daemon. And Ulrich, Khalid, and Jive are with them. And Jive, like, it dismounts her horse almost immediately. You guys had like a little bit of warning that this was going to happen, but not a lot. And so you today's current party. So Asuka and Dielentin and Coelius. I don't know what to call you. You're a Kokeshi doll right now, right, Elias? Dollias? That works. So you guys are all like outside to kind of greet Ulrich and them. You didn't know Daemon was coming back in this manner either. And Jive looks around and seems a little disappointed. You guys are at the bottom of the palace steps. It's like, oh, where's Valentin? I thought he'd want to meet me.
We had a little...
about that.
about that.
From the back of the horse.
Daemon, what are you doing behind a horse?
Ulrich says, he attacked me. A member of your council.
Daemon, what happened?
He put a crossbow against me. I only acted in self-defense.
Literally everyone around you says, that didn't happen. He leveled the crossbow at you when you were refusing to leave. And then you tried to grab the crossbow.
I didn't like how it felt against me.
That's a threat.
It was a threat, Ulrich says.
You threatened a member of the council.
And he attacked a member of the council.
Well, aren't we
Member of the
equals now?
council?
So shouldn't we fight this mono a mono?
Khalid kind of rides his horse in between Asuka and Ulrich as Ulrich is starting to get more and more angry. By the way, you guys see the masked man has been walking beside Daemon this whole time, by the way, Daemon. It's been kind of creepy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And Khalid goes, well, look, I'm pretty certain both parties here would be willing to drop the issue mutually. Right, Ulrich? I believe Lord Daemon already was punished enough. Especially with that brand you gave him.
Say what?
Khalid kind of glances at you.
The fuck brand you give me?
Oh boy. So many issues, that's such a little time.
Daemon, your chest itches a little.
You piece of shit.
Anyway, back to the whole you're in the council thing. What?
He holds out a letter to you.
Oh wow, I can't believe I was muted this entire time. I was shit talking the entire time.
You're paradise.
I just said you should check your earth, Daemon. The dice says from inside of Asuka's pocket.
Obviously, no one hears that. So you actually already got a bit of warning of this, Alex. They sent a copy of Ulrich's thing. It was like, yeah, we're sending out here to look for the Colveran soldiers. You only got it like a couple hours ago, though.
Yeah, exactly. So probably Bent read it and just briefly spoke it to her.
Yeah, and told you guys to be out there to meet him. And he hands the paper that he showed Daemon to you.
Wow. This is a shocker.
Yeah, I'm so pleased to be working with you again, too.
Great. Just know your place.
Yeah. I'm not in charge of you, but I am an equal on the council, and I expect to be treated as such.
Oh no, you will be treated as such, of course. We'll
I call
listen to you
branding.
as such.
I'm kind of excited.
I get excited.
Ulrich kind of like picks points his crossbow. He doesn't look like he's aiming it. It looks like he's just casually leaning it on his hand. And you guys hear thunk as another bolt thuds into Daemon. And Ulrich says, without breaking eye contact with Asuka, "Oops, my finger slipped."
Now that one was assault, my dude. I believe we do have a thing for assault, don't we, Vent?
Well, he is a coward.
Vent coughs and leans in to whisper in your ears and says, I think it would be best to drop this matter, Lady Asuka.
Just
Yeah,
stop
we're-
shooting,
Damon is provoking him at this point.
You're kind of shooting a man with a full cord. He's not gonna get it.
Yeah, he is kind of down, and he's shooting at a man who's already down and tied.
Yes, but is this really the time?
Well, we'll speak of it later. It doesn't matter currently. Just
Stop shooting, David.
Asuka pats her pocket like, shut up.
No, I wanna be okay.
Jive is like still looking really disappointed that Valentin wasn't
Either
here.
way, you all have rooms assigned to you. You'll be just go set up your stuff if you have them.
Give me all
They Ulrich says excellent, and then
Give
says,
him the worst
"Let me show
ones.
you to your room, my lord Ulrich."
Give him the one in the basement.
Yeah, you guys did give him a pretty shitty room, I'm guessing, right?
Oh hell yeah!
You guys gave him. Did you give him the room filled with gazelles?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. These are your roommates. Hope you don't mind.
Ulrich says, "This will suffice,"
Good.
and then nods at the masked man, and the masked man enters the room and closes
No.
the door.
Good job, Oscar. You killed all of those magical gazelles.
Takes out the dice. Can you shut up for a bit?
You know what? I'm going to do a GM ruling. You can sort of hear Valentin when he talks, but you have to keep talking all muffled like that.
Can we say that only those who actually hold on to him can hear
Yeah,
him?
that works. But again, he only hears you. You only hear him muffled.
Yeah.
I want to hear Dollias speak muffled.
By the way, they don't disconnect Daemon from the horse until it's like tied in the stables, and it's the very last thing they do.
Ugh.
How, baby,
Whatever.
speak with your muffled Dollias voice.
No.
Remorse is taped to Dollias.
Yes.
All right.
God damn it.
Who fucking even owns this knife at this point?
Everybody.
Me temporarily. I'm
It's a
borrowing.
it's a collective.
It's a collective.
So, what are you guys doing? Damon, you're untied.
Are you hurt, Damon?
I'm gonna take my armor off and inspect this brand.
Yeah, on your chest in common is branded coward.
Can I heal that for him?
You can heal it and make the brand easier, but it's a brand. You'll need a lot more healing magic to be able to cure a scar.
Dude, we're gonna have to get you a sweet tat.
I'm gonna kill that man.
Oscar, please, I have to talk to my baby.
What?
Let me talk to my baby.
Okay, here, Damon. Damon, here, you carried Dielentin.
Oh, fantastic.
Damon,
You don't know what I'm talking about, Damon.
Dielentin is a die right now. Asuka's holding a die and asking you to carry Dielentin.
I'd be like, okay.
By the way,
Oh,
the die has a little tiny eye patch on it.
I'm out in the open again. It's been so great to be your.
A lot happened with the other group returning. Dielentin and Elias are a dice and a doll, respectively.
The best boy.
Look at the dice. It has a mini mustache, little fucking eye patch.
I guess I didn't inspect the dice.
Yep. Oh, by the way, none of you can pick up the doll. You can't hold it in your hand. You've had to make like a bag around it.
Can
And
we-
every time you looked into the bag, the doll is suspended perfectly in the center of the bag.
Guess what? You're also carrying.
Hey, David! I say as he looks at me, not while I'm in his pocket, and I say, "You could use some more luck." Hey, come on, roll me.
Roll me. Roll
Sure,
me.
I'll roll Valentin on the ground.
All right, Dielentin, you actually don't need to make any a fort save for this, so you're rolled. What do you land on?
Yeah! The mud. It just rolled me in the outside. I just get stuck in the mud. Oh no, I don't like this. Get me out!
all muddy now.
Get me out! I have to talk to my baby so she doesn't misunderstand. I miss her so much.
How can she not misunderstand that we sort of kind of like accidentally left you inside a dice?
Roll me a sense motive to try and figure out exactly how Jive would respond to that.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. Let me look at her sense motive. Don't think it's that good.
Hey,
Actually,
you should
maybe
roll. You
fucking
should
good.
roll. You should roll me before you roll to make sure that you get good luck.
Look off, mate.
That was pretty meta. Shut up, Martin.
13.
Um,
It's a number of bad luck, my dude.
she's not gonna react well to that.
Hmm.
And you guys have seen Jive when she reacts not well to things.
Yeah, no, I like not having a shootout here in the palace. Thank you.
I want to see my baby.
You can see her later.
I'm
Eventually.
guessing you would
Back
also
in the pocket you go.
have
Yeah!
you instructed the palace to say anything regarding like when people ask about what happened to Lord Valentin and Lord Elias?
Nope. None of them
Nope.
are allowed to talk to these people.
I say, my name is Daemon, and my pocket pick is Valentin the die.
Nobody can hear you.
So what are you guys doing now?
Ugh. Whose NPC is gonna go with us?
Well, you can also take one of Ulrich's and
Fuck that.
now as well.
Dark door.
I ain't taking no jive, my dude. If we're taking anything, we're taking Khalid with us. But
Roll me another
I
sense motive to see
think
if Jive
think we already had somebody we were gonna take.
Did we? I mean,
I don't know. Did we?
For your sense motive, Alex, you can
I'm
realize
not
that
bringing
Jive
Jive.
will let.
Huh?
Yeah, for your sense motive, you can realize that Jive would not react as poorly if she was taken along to try and get his body back. In fact, doing so might improve relations with her.
Do we really have to take Jive with us?
I want to take Jive with us. I miss her.
I don't want to take her.
I'm gonna ask Dollias.
Dollias?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Jive?
Valentin's crazy ass wife? Girlfriend, fiance?
No, we're not married because that gets you killed.
I don't know. Some chick he banged a hell a ton. She's pretty crazy with guns.
She's amazing.
Crazy with guns. I don't know.
She's amazing.
Yeah, whatever. We can't hear you. You're a piece of die.
By the way, is Khalid perhaps related to Elid?
You would need Sage to figure that out.
Too bad she said.
Regardless, I
doubt
it's
it.
it's just possible that it's just a common
Oh yeah, let's
Jacobean
ignore
name.
the fact that it's something related to time.
No, but that was all Jacobean elves. we
But
found
wait,
out.
was by the way, was like, I thought that Elid was not a Jacobean elf.
He was definitely a Jacobean elf because that was the entire thing about her and time and stuff.
Wait. Sorry, cat's bot.
Anyway, I vote for Jive, but it's up to you guys.
I don't mind taking Jive.
If it improves relations with her to find out that she's bringing her boyfriend's body back, I think that's going to help us.
But think how happy she will be once we go out and we bring your body back.
I mean, what you're gonna bring her back is like what? Okay, I'm just saying this clearly, assuming that Damon's actually holding me in his palm, in the palm of his hand. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go back to talking muffled, but then no one can hear me again.
Yeah,
you
sure.
wanna take-
I guess I'd hold you.
Okay, so look, here's the situation we find ourselves in. You bring me back with that, just as I was, bring me back to the capital, and then you go, hey, look, Jive, we brought Valentin back. And she's going to be like, why didn't you meet me from the start? And then we've reduced relations instead.
But that's only a personal problem there.
No, you think that. But what
We'll
is a
bring
personal
her.
what's a personal problem with Jive is also a personal problem with the kingdom.
This is pretty true.
Ugh.
Jive
Fine,
is
we'll bring her.
I don't care. Either way.
She's useful if a bit
unhinged.
unhinged, but she has her uses, and I think we can use her a lot.
Rock, paper, scissors for who's telling her that the Valentins die.
I mean, it's
Not me.
it's
Not me.
okay.
Just make
Sorry.
Valentin tell her.
Oh, okay, cool. Go ahead, Damon.
Okay.
Go take the die
Well-
to Jive.
I don't want to be like that though, but she's already shot at Daemon, so I think it's better for her to. Ooh,
Shoot at a new
never mind.
target?
I changed
I'm
my
the
mind
queen, my
completely.
dude.
I changed my
You know
mind.
what? I'll do
completely.
it.
No. Because if she finds out that another lady has held Valentin in her hand,
Roll a sense motive for
No.
that bullshit.
I'm not even
No,
gonna
no,
send
I'll
he doesn't
motive.
need to roll sense motive.
I'll just take the die. to
Yeah,
fuck
they,
with
they,
Jive.
Damon, take me away.
Ugh, I hate you.
Pants.
Okay. You guys go and you're trying to find Jive, and it's not long before you hear shouting, "Where is he? I don't know where he is!" You hear Marceline crying.
No mercy.
And Damon, when you turn the corner, Jive has Marceline pushed up against the wall with a pistol right up underneath her chin.
BRB.
And
Uh-oh.
Marceline goes, "Lord Damon, who is this? What's happening?"
Did I roll my intimidate?
Yeah.
Alright.
You're gonna intimidate Jive? Do you
Not
not-
20!
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus! Oh
So I
no!
just scream at her to put her down and back away.
I'm tempted to say she's so startled that she fires the gun. She glares at you and like takes a step away from Marceline.
You want your boyfriend? Here he is. And I put the die.
Hang on. I got this. I'm a roll a will save to roll my die.
All right. It's not a will save though; it's a fort save. You're trying to control the body. It's a both. You can do one or the other, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I prefer a will.
Okay. You roll over slightly. You don't really go anywhere.
Baby,
You
it's
go your
me.
full move speed as a die, which is 6 centimeters.
Baby, it's me. I'm in a pickle. Actually, I'm in a die. I'm in a dire situation, so to speak.
Jive screeches, "Demon!" and fires your pistol at the die.
Oh my god, no.
That's
Okay,
your boyfriend, you tool.
Roll fort save to dodge.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, roll will save to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You move 6 centimeters to the left, and the bullet hole is right where you were.
In Damon's palm.
No, he rolled you, didn't he?
No, he rolled all in my hand.
Oh, yeah, the bullet misses you both.
Okay. No, Jive, baby, Jill, it's me. I've ended up in like I've kind of been cursed. We need to go recover my body. I need your help. I need you, baby. I've missed you.
Jive glares, stomps up to Damon, snatches the die out of his hand, and looks and says, "Who did this to you?"
The past.
By the way, as she running, she scurries off.
The past did this to me. Some shades, like bad people, did this to me. They technically exist and don't exist anymore, but we still need to recover my body.
She suddenly screeches loudly at the top of her lungs, "Ulrich, I'm leaving!" And Ulrich pokes his head out the window. Is like, "But you can't leave. I'm." And then they like share a look, and Ulrich goes, take the rest of the day. You know what? Take the rest of the week off." And he ducks back into the room that he poked out from, which is the gazelle room. Although it won't be known as the gazelle room anymore. You guys.
No.
We know. Well, I know at least.
Free food.
Nobody tell Sam or Kagura.
Kagura visits them every day to feed them, so she's going to be very surprised.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that I wouldn't like to lie about it. It was a thing that happened.
All right, so you guys get ready to leave with Jive? Okay.
I want to stick close to Jive.
All right. Martin, have you pulled up the map where you guys are going?
I mean, I'm gonna die. I can't pull up fucking anything.
On Twitch, dumbass.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, let me just pull out my pocket map. The dice says as he carefully rolls over a map to roll it out. We're just going straight left, but I'm going to where are?
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, you.
I just
there we
pinned
go.
it.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. Open original. There we go. This is where we're going. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. We're expecting not to get further than at least 2. But
Right.
If you have more time, we'll go through
That's
more.
fine. So you guys head out, and as you get into the first hex number 1, this happens basically almost immediately, where you guys, like a little bit in the way of your way into the hexes, you guys are looking for a place to camp. It's around like noonish, and you guys are exploring, you're mapping, you're looking for safe areas. This is kind of like a foresty area, and there is a river that leads into the Ash Lake here. It isn't a river of ash, though. By the way, that the river from before, you guys' map is a little weird. Do you see that like the crossing there? Yeah, the Scale Tribe like river there. That goes in through your city to the Ash Lake.
Calling me?
It's Tal.
That's how.
So that river should go into the Ash Lake. This is a different river that also leads into the Ash Lake. You guys can smell this river, and you're pretty sure it's connected to the Skunk River. And it stank. And as you guys are going along this river, you start hearing a bunch of raised voices. Do any of you speak Dwarvish?
No.
I wish. Even though I lived with a dwarf, I decided not to learn the Dwarvish
Dollias?
language.
Nope.
Okay, so you guys aren't sure what's being said, but you can hear loud like shouting and stuff like that. And as you get a little bit closer, you can kind of see through the trees that there's a small wagon that's mired in the middle of a swiftly flowing river. As the waters threaten to overwhelm its sides, 2 ponies hitched to the wagon flounder in the swirling waters, close to panicking. 2 more of the wagons sit safely on the far bank. All around these dwarves, demonic twisted corpses and undead monsters litter the area, with a few like small corpses around them. There's a stout, bearded man wearing a helmet that's freshly missing an entire side. Like, you know how you guys have those helmets that cover both the ears on the left and the right? The right side is entirely gone, and it's all like shattered, jagged metal instead. It looks like a grenade went off in this man's helmet. And it's revealing his battered face, which is still dripping with blood as you can see him pointing and swearing in Dwarvish at a group of gnomes and dwarves to try and get the wagon that's in the water. And I'm going to put you all on the map.
Oh, please don't put me on the map. I'm gonna fucking die. What am I gonna do?
Asuka? Daemon? And yeah, just you guys for now. Oh wait, hold on, Jive. I gotta put Jive on the map.
Well, at least, oh, look at me. Look at the dwarves.
What?
On the map.
I don't have any vision, so I don't know.
Me
Just look
neither.
funny.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'll give you
fucking dwarves.
Whose hand are you in right now, Martin?
Damon.
Jive.
Oh, Jive, right.
Okay, you can't see any of this, but I'm gonna give you control over Jive so this way you can. But Valentin can't actually see anything.
That's fine. I'm not gonna move anything out anyway, so.
Damon can feel free to take remorse if he wants it.
Sure, I'll take remorse.
All right.
Oh yeah, you are chaotic.
I am
So,
chaotic.
what are you guys doing?
Oh my god,
Where-
those are the dwarves. Those are fucking gnomes, my dude.
There are some gnomes among them. Yes, I had said that if you were paying attention.
Sorry, I wasn't.
That is the dwarf with the fucked up helmet who seems to be leading the operation to try and rescue the ponies.
I guess, run up to him and
You run up to him. He looks at you, and like the second as you're coming up to them, even though you have your weapon sheath, they all turn to you with weapons drawn and kind of wild eyes. And as they go, like he goes, "Bandit!" in common, and he's pointing like what looks to be a halberd at you.
say, no, we're here to help.
Good, get them out of the water! Get them out of the water! And he keeps cursing in Dwarvish.
Say, no, we're here to help.
Good, get them out of the water! So that was your first action, Asuka.
I'm gonna approach. Is anyone hurt?
Yeah, they all seem pretty beat up.
No.
But despite the fact that they're all beat up, they're all trying to like they're all looking at the cart with the ponies, and they're like, "Shit, we have to get this out of the water." You go up to one of the gnomes and try and like check him out to see how badly hurt he is, and he kind of swats you away because he's like rushing around and he's getting rope to try and do something to stop the wagon and the horses from being swept down the river.
No, I'm not going in the river.
And that is the end of the first round. Damon, what are you doing? Second
Jive
round.
doesn't do anything.
No, actually, Jive just kind of hangs back. There's nothing for her to shoot.
Can I roll my survival to see how deep the river is? Like,
It'll take you around, but you could, yes.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead.
18.
It's swimmable. It's deep enough that the ponies still have their footing where they are, but the wagon is being buffeted by the swiftly flowing river and is threatening to be washed away. And it looks like it's dragging the ponies to it. They're trying to do all their strength to keep on the shore, but they're also starting to become panicked. And the longer this goes on, the more likely it's going to get washed away. Asuka?
I'm gonna like tell him to hold a little closer and just channel.
I can't hear you. You're muffled.
All I'm gonna do is channel positive energy, so I'm telling like the guy way over here to like
Okay.
get closer.
Okay. None of the gnomes bother getting closer. They're still trying to save the wagon.
I can get the horses too, so
Well, healing them is not going to do anything. The horses
it
don't
doesn't
look
matter.
Jive, baby, help them! I will be.
Jai's like, what do you want me to do? That's water. I'm carrying a shit ton of gunpowder.
I don't know. You got potions and stuff, right? Maybe you got something that can help. I believe in
She
you.
draws her rifle and says, if the horses get swept away, I'll put them out of their misery so they don't drown.
Oh, jeez.
Just pull them out, someone. Well, tell
Third
people
round.
to pull-
I guess then I'll go into the river.
Okay. You'll need to make me a swim check.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, okay.
I'm re-rolling that for him with one
Okay.
luck point. I can
Go
do
ahead.
that as a dice, right?
Yes. Dielentin hops up in the air and lands on a 6.
What does that mean?
It means you get to re-roll.
Oh my fucking god! I am so done. I
Are
fucking
you
hate this
fucking
game.
serious?
You're floundering. You can't quite get to them. Asuka,
Can I take off my armor and shield?
it'll take you probably too long.
Well, I'm not going in there. I have a -3, my dude.
Do you have bull strength?
No, I don't have bull strength.
So you're not going in the water?
No, I'm not going in the water.
Okay.
Help him! He's alone.
No,
Help him!
there's literally nothing I can do.
Yeah, you can. You can fucking get in the water and help him. There's 2 horses. Just pull them out.
Alex, what are you doing?
That's my
I
swim
re-
check.
I re-rolled that.
Go ahead.
That's my swim check.
God.
What did she get?
A 0.
0.
Big fat fucking 0.
Oscar, you're floundering too. You're not drowning. You just can't seem to get to that.
Because I can't swim for shit.
All right. What is this? 4th round? Go ahead. You guys are gonna need to re-roll swim checks to be able to get to the horses.
All right.
Actually, no. You guys kind of flounder your asses over to them. It just took you a round to do it. You didn't get to do actions after. So you guys kind of wade your way to the horses, and you make it to them. And they seem pretty panicked, and you're having trouble getting to the thing to unhitch them from the wagon. Are you going to try and unhitch them from the wagon, or are you going to try and like drag them onto the shore? You realize that would be impossibly heavy, trying to drag the horses and the wagon.
Yeah,
Can-
but
can-
could I move
Can
around
I
to the
roll
back?
handle animal for them?
They could,
Gonna-
yes, if they wanted to try and calm the horses. This way, they could unhitch them.
Yeah, but
No, I'm
can
not
I,
saying
as a
that.
die?
No,
Like, oh,
What I was thinking is moving around to the back of the wagon, like pushing it forward and having Asuka.
that would require a harder swim check because you'd be going through the deeper water.
Oh.
Right here, if you guys you guys are basically beside the horses right now. You guys could get in there, unhitch the wagon from here. And then you could get the horses out. And then maybe one of you guys could try and grab the wagon and drag it up yourselves.
I guess I'll try and drag the wagon because I'm stronger.
Well, I mean, you need to unhitch the horses first, unless you want to try and drag the wagon and the horses.
Well, wouldn't the horses be able to help move forward?
They are panicked.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. The horses, like, even if you calm them down, aren't going to be able to help. They're not strong enough, and they're looking pretty freaked. Unless you roll a really well handled animal. So if you want to unhitch the wagon, you're going to have to calm or do anything with the horses. You need to calm them first with a handle animal.
I mean, my handle animal isn't anything. I guess I'll just unhitch the horses. Or is it?
You need to roll a handle animal to be able to get safely in there.
All right.
Jive is on the shore, just watching with her rifle.
19.
Yeah. You go, whoa, horses, whoa, and you calm them down, and Asuka quickly darks in and unhitches them. And they both, without the weight of the wagon, rush to the shore. And you can see a couple of the gnomes, like, petting them and calming them down. The wagon looks like it's about to be overthrown, but you guys, this is round 5. You guys can hitch one of you to the wagon, and the other one can try and help pull. So that means that whoever is going to be making the DC to pull it is going to be the one that you're going to hitch, and whoever's assisting is going to be the other one.
Well, I can try and assist.
Yeah, I guess I'd be pulling it.
Okay, so if you hitch yourself to the wagon, it'll be slightly easier to pull. But if you fail, you're also going to get dragged downriver if you guys can't get the wagon out in time.
The
And
fuck
that
is
is the
the
high
wagon?
risk, high reward option.
I'll hitch myself to it, I guess.
Okay, so Damon, you quickly like grab the straps and makeshift strap yourself into the wagon. Oscar, roll me a strength check to see if your assistance helps him at all. It does. Damon, roll me a strength check at an additional +2 in addition to whatever your regular roll is.
All right. Oh,
Reroll it. Reroll it.
there you go.
Damon, the wagon lurches slightly, but doesn't seem to be going anywhere. You're going to need to roll again. This is the second check. Oscar, you can roll again to try and keep assisting him, and this will add an additional +2 if you succeed. Okay, Damon, so now you get another +2, so this one should be a +8.
Okay. 17.
Martin, are you re-rolling that?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it, Damon.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
God.
There is a horrible crunching sound as the wagon like dislodges from the rock it was stuck on, and it's being dragged downriver now. Damon, you have like 0.5 seconds maybe to try and unhitch yourself from this wagon or to try and figure out something else. It's like you're seeing things sort of in like a horrifying slow motion. Like, you know that feeling like when you look down as you just threw something off the edge and you realize the rope is coiled around your foot?
Mm-hmm.
That is basically happening to you right now.
I don't know what I would roll or try and do. I'd probably.
You can try and do a reflex save to dive for Asuka and grab hold of her, and she can see if she can do a strength check to pull you and the wagon out, or you could. Well, that's basically it, unless you have any other ideas. You have to try and like sell me on something here, otherwise you're getting swept down the river.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I guess, yeah, I'll do that. The reflex. Try.
Okay. There's a chance of sweeping Asuka down the river too, if you succeed this reflex check, and she does not succeed her strength check.
All right, you ready, Allie?
Oh, Damon, it is also with horror that you realize that Jive now has her rifle trained on you.
Okay. Bitch, you already shot me. Better not shoot me again.
Don't worry, I'll make sure you won't drown, he shouts back.
I'm gonna kill
Kitty, please.
I don't know. Can I like? My feet are on the ground, right? Like touching the bottom.
Yes. Well, they're about to not be.
Yeah, but like, could I like try and like pull everything forward to try and like get closer to the shore? I guess I don't know.
I mean, you've been trying that. Now the wagon is like dragging you. If you want to try and make a strength check opposed to the river now, sure.
All right. Sure, I'll try that.
Asuka, if you assist this, there's a chance of you getting swept down.
What do I have to do?
If you were to assist him, there's a chance that the river will take you too if he fails this. It's his kind of like last ditch. The DC is much higher than it was previously.
Oh, great.
He's basically trying to pull this wagon like against the river. Because before you were trying to dislodge it from the rock it was stuck on, Damon, now it's like the full force of this river is trying to drag the wagon and you away.
Oh, lovely.
But I mean, we'd have to get it unstuck from the rock anyway, so wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have.
Okay.
You would have pulled it up and over the rock. This is the river taking it instead, and it's like turned on its side and is being like dragged into the river. You can see most of the shit spilling out of the wagon too.
Fair enough.
And this is all you've seen in 0.5 seconds. So, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'll try and do that. I have a higher chance. Like,
Okay. Oscar, are you helping him?
It's a strength check again.
Yep, and if he fails it, you'll go down the river with him.
Oh. Fuck it, we have nothing to lose.
I mean, Okay, you get an additional +2 on this, but that does not make it up to a +10. That puts it back up to the +6 it was before.
Yeah, I figured as much. Oh god.
Okay, so with a horrible crunch, well, the crunch already happened, but Damon,
Yeah.
you feel the straps that you would use to strap yourself into this
Hmm.
suddenly go taut, pull against you, and they yank you into the river. Oscar, you were trying to drag him out, and he's got a hold of like your forearms as you are also dragged into the river. The both of you hear a gunshot as Jive misses shooting Damon in the head to put him out of his misery.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill her.
And you guys and the wagon are sent tumbling down the river.
Lovely.
Damon, you are still strapped to the thing. You are tumbling and confused. Let me see if... Let's see. You're taking 4 non-lethal points of damage as you kind of bounce around on rocks. Oscar, you need to roll a strength check to hold on to him if you want to. Or you can let go of him. Well, either way, you release Damon. You've lost track of him in all this, and you kind of get bounced around some of the rocks too. But only for 1 point of non-lethal. Oscar, we're gonna go with you first. You don't really know which direction is up. You need to roll me a will save to not panic and to know which way is up.
Okay.
You have a pretty good hope of which direction it is up. You'll need to roll a swim check if you want to go that way. You kind of like flounder a little, and you think you went a little in your direction, but you're still being tossed and turned by the water, so you're not certain. Damon, you are in a much worse position. You and the wagon are being dragged underwater deeply as you're kind of bounced around. You need to roll me a will check to not... well, you have bravery, so you don't need to panic. But you need to roll me a will check to know which way is up.
All right.
I'll let you use your survival bonus on this because you have no chance of being panicked.
All right. 18.
Yeah, you know exactly which way is up. It is the opposite direction of the wagon.
All right.
You either need to try and struggle and get your way free of the straps, or you need to try and swim with the wagon.
I'd probably try and unstrap myself.
Okay. It's gonna take a swim check to do so.
Ooh, okay.
Actually, no. We'll make this another survival.
All right.
Yeah, you quickly like rip straps off. As you do so, though, you take another 2 points of non-lethal from being buffeted around, and you need to roll me a fort save to not breathe in the water.
All right. Oh God.
Damon, you start to drown.
Fucking fantastic.
You take 6 points of non-lethal damage as you're drowning. Asuka, you're up. You need to roll me another will check to see if you can figure out if the direction you were going was actually up, followed by a swim check to go that direction. This time you're pretty certain that you kind of flailed in a direction and it wasn't up, it was to the side. Now you know where up is. You kind of flail in that direction and you make very, very little progress. And from the rushing river, you take another 4 points of non-lethal, and you need to roll me a fort save to hold your breath.
Let's see, what's my fort?
You successfully hold your breath for now. Damon, back to you. You are drowning, so you take an additional 2 points of non-lethal. And you need to roll me a survival check to see if you can figure out which way is up now, because you've kind of breathed in a shit ton of water.
So roll survival then?
Yep. And as you do so, you take an additional
for fuck's sakes.
3 points of damage from being buffeted around. You have no idea which direction is up.
Fucking
Swim check?
because I'm so great at that.
No complaining.
I don't know.
You move in a random direction. You no idea if it was up or not.
Alright.
You take an additional 5 points of non-lethal for drowning. Asuka, you're up.
How much non-lethal can I take?
Your full health like up to your max HP, and then you're unconscious.
Okay.
And then if you take more non-lethal than that, you die.
Okay.
Like if you take I think we had it as same at like past that 100. But if you go unconscious, you're pretty sure you're gonna drown. Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
you need to roll me a swim check. You know which way is up now. Well, actually, you've lost a bit of it. You've lost sight of it. Roll me another will check. I just realized that you did a 19. Nat 20. Asuka, you know which direction is up, and you have booked it. Like, you realize that the river, too, has been kind of knocking you in that direction. You can roll a reflex check to try and grab hold of a rock that you see ahead of you.
Watch me get that one fucking reflex.
You miss the rock, but you still know which way is up if you want to roll me a swim check. Your armor is heavy, and you feel like you're moving in the direction of up slowly. You no longer need to make will saves in order to know which way is up. However, you do need to make another fort save and take 4 points of non-lethal from being knocked around. You have still successfully held your breath. Daemon, you're up. Before your turn starts, you take 5 points of non-lethal from drowning and 1 point of non-lethal from being knocked around.
Alright.
This is starting to add up pretty quickly for you.
Yeah, thanks.
You need to roll me a will save to know which way is up. Sorry, a survival for you, because you don't panic. You know which way is up.
Swim check.
Last round, you did not move in the right direction.
Oh, awesome.
You swam to the side.
Then a swim check?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Your armor is heavy, and you're not making any progress. Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
swim check.
Great, my favorite.
Yeah.
You go nowhere. In fact, you sink a little. Roll me your fort save. And take 2 points of non-lethal from being knocked into rocks. You are still holding your breath. Daemon,
Yep.
before your turn starts, you take 3 points of non-lethal from being knocked around by rocks and 4 points from drowning.
Yeah. Alright. What do I need to roll? Just my swim now?
No. Yeah, only your swim. You know which way is up. You move a little in that direction, but it doesn't feel like you've moved too far. Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
swim check. You're pulling your hardest, and you feel like you're just barely under the surface. Roll me a fort save.
I will once your cat moves out of the way.
You also take 1 point of non-lethal from rocks.
It's a long ass river.
You're managing to hold your breath. I mean, you guys have only been under here for like less than a minute still. Daemon, you're up.
15 from my swim check.
Yep, you're making progress towards the surface. You take another 3 non-lethal from rocks and 4 from drowning.
Awesome.
Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
roll.
Swim check first.
Yep. You don't feel like you've moved anywhere. Roll fort. You take 4 points of non-lethal from being knocked around, and you're still holding your breath. Daemon,
Oh, fuck off!
you haven't gone anywhere, and you take 3 non-lethal from rocks, 3 non-lethal from drowning. Asuka?
Mm-hmm. I'm at it. Give me a sec.
Asuka, you breach the surface and you can breathe again.
Lovely.
You'll need to roll swim checks to make it to the shore, however.
Do I have to do it again now?
Yep, not now, but you take another 3
Oh.
points of non-lethal from rocks. Damon?
Oh, fuck,
Oh, my dude.
fuck this game.
Damon, you get hit in the head by a rock, and your drowning does a total of 10 points of damage.
Sweet.
Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
you're up. You need to swim to the shore. It's much easier to get to the shore now that you're on the surface, and after a little bit of navigation, you manage to make it to it. You take another 4 points of non-lethal from rocks in the process, though. And you kind of like flop onto the water with your wet wings and like, holy shit.
I hate it. I hate water.
Damon?
Water in this game is just
Well,
equals murder.
You're losing track of things, Damon, and you take another 4
gonna
points of drowning and
fucking
2 of rocks.
I'm almost dead. Cool.
Well, go ahead and make another swim.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking course not.
You take 6 points total.
No, I'm dead. Because
Okay.
I'm past my thing.
Damon, you fall unconscious as water continues to fill your lungs, and you are swept away.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to find Daemon.
Okay, so you're gonna have to keep following the river. Are you running?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're following the river. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, what's my perception?
And are you using any spells or anything?
I don't have any spells that could work for that.
Okay. You don't see anything. Not from the shore, at least.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm still following the thing. If anything, he's probably gonna be like around the lake.
Okay, roll me another check. Damon, your unconscious body has taken another 15 non-lethal.
I'm already past my HP.
I know, that just means you're passed out. Doesn't mean you're dead yet.
Okay.
You'd have to take your max HP again. Oscar, you spot him. He's still underwater, but you can catch his armor, and you can see it's weighing him down, and he's bouncing off of rocks still.
Oh my god.
You're kind of like running alongside the river, and you are gaining on him.
Is there anything that I can like climb on, or anything that I can like try and grab him with?
You're kind of in a foresty area. There's a lot of branches and stuff.
Is there like a log in the fucking water or something?
No, there's nothing. Well, there's pieces of wagon, so there's pieces of wood all around them.
Help me.
You can tell that the wagon's been kind of destroyed by this point, and the pieces of wood are floating on the surface.
Shit, son. I don't see him surfacing, so.
No, you can tell from here he's out cold.
Think that I can use a channel positive energy to get him up? Oh, that doesn't affect non-lethal, I think.
It does, actually.
It
It
does?
will heal non-lethal, yes.
Okay,
You
I'm
would
gonna...
have to heal him... how much non-lethal have you taken, Damon?
I'm at 74.
You'd have to heal him at least 9 non-lethal damage to have him wake up. And then
Okay, I'm
by the
using
time
my...
you're done, he'd
Mhm.
just take that again, most likely.
I'm gonna use my healing surge too.
Okay. Go ahead. Daemon, you are hit by a pulse of healing energy, and you heal 18 points of non-lethal damage.
All right.
You then take 10 points of non-lethal damage.
Jeez.
Uh,
You can make a swim check. Well, you'll need to make a will save to figure out which way is up again. Survival check, not a will.
Yeah.
come on, dude. I know you can do it.
I'm still knocked out if I take.
No, you're not. You're up.
Okay.
You said you were at what were you at?
74.
34. Oh yeah, no, you immediately fall unconscious again.
Yeah.
Oscar,
Damn it.
your healing surge. You saw him wake up for a second, and then you saw him get hit by a rock.
Fucking rocks, my dude.
Yeah, you guys are in a fast part of the river still.
I'm gonna try that again, but without the healing surge, since I can only use it once.
Oh,
Damon, you heal 22 points of non-lethal, and you wake up again underwater.
All right.
You then take another 10 points of non-lethal,
For fuck's sakes.
as you are again smashed by a pretty huge rock.
What the fuck with all these rocks, my dude?
Oscar, you can see a short waterfall up ahead.
Oh no, are you fucking serious?
Okay. I roll my survival then.
Yep. You know which way is up.
Swim check. For
cannot-
fuck's
You
sake!
cannot make it up, however, though.
Come on. Dice.
And you take another 6 points of damage. Oscar?
he knows where up is, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Are you knocked out, by the way? That's another 6 points of damage.
No, I'm almost knocked out.
shit, son. Is there like a large branch, anything?
Not near you. You'd have to run away from the river and like break one off a tree or look for one on the ground.
Oh my god.
You've kind of been focusing on not losing track of Daemon.
Oh well, I didn't want to die.
Thanks.
There's literally, I don't have any spells. I'm more geared up for fighting, not for like stupid ass water.
Yeah.
Both of you go, fuck this water.
I hate water.
Oscar, what are you
None of
doing?
these. Ugh.
Another healing, sir. Another channel positive energy.
That's about it. I just have to keep him from not dying.
Okay. Oscar heals you for another 11 points of that damage, Daemon.
Yep.
And then you take 2 points of non-lethal.
Alright.
Your drowning is getting worse, though, and you're going to start taking more damage from drowning now.
Oh, yeah, because no.
You've been underwater a long time.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
You can't. You're still not making it anywhere.
Oh!
Oscar?
I fucking hate this.
Can't jump in for you,
No
dude.
complaining, please.
There has to be something.
There isn't. Not if not. You'd have to like go farther off from the river. He's getting pretty close to that waterfall.
Is there like a rock near the waterfall? Anything that I can like try and like either stick my hand out or something?
Yes. You'll have to roll a strength check to catch him against his weight
Ugh.
and the river. However, there's another chance that you'll just get pulled over the side of the waterfall too.
Alright. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Alright, Gable. Wait, it's up.
It looks like you could get ahead of him and try and grab him as he comes by next round.
Can you just give me a second? Let me go see something first. This doesn't make sense.
You could enhance water and turn the whole river to
Alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol is where he at least dies in comfort.
Thanks, Dylan.
That's not funny.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Glad you're funny.
No. What the fuck? I swear to God I had this. No, yeah, I'm just gonna do the strength check.
Okay. Asuka, you and Damon both pitch over the side of this waterfall as you grasp a hold of him, and you.
Can I cover his fall?
No, you've kind of lost control of yourself. It's not a very far waterfall. It's only like 20 feet down.
I have wings.
And 9, 10, 12, 14, 17, 21, 3. Both of you are taking 29 non-lethal damage in this fall. That's coupled with drowning. That's coupled with hitting rocks. That's coupled with the fall.
Mm-hmm. I'm knocked out again.
Asuka?
I think I'm just pretty hurt.
Yeah, because you healed up you healed yourself with all those surges too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Asuka, you're still conscious after this like long fall and stuff like that. You're still holding on to Daemon, and both of you are kind of like not floating because of your heavy armor. You're starting to sink in this river.
Great.
You're still like near the surface though, and you can try and drag him out. But you're in the water again. The water here is much calmer, so the DC is not as bad.
So swim check or strength?
Well, swim check, but the DC is going to be higher if you're trying to drag Daemon along. Are you? Or are you just trying to get to the shore?
Yes, I am.
With him. Daemon, you take another 11 points of drowning damage. Asuka, you're not at that yet.
Can I like at least put him like above water?
No, he's heavy, and you're trying to keep yourself from sinking too. Right now, you've managed to keep your guys where you are with that check. You didn't sink, but you didn't raise any either. Roll again. Damon, you take 5 points of drowning damage. Asuka? That got you up a little closer to the surface. You'll have to roll again. Damon, you take another 8 points of drowning damage.
Are you dead?
Nope. I have 20 points left.
Asuka, you've kicked yourself up a little bit more, but you're still just not quite there. Damon, you've got another 7 points of drowning damage.
Is there any way that I can like no?
Not underwater. You need to get you both above. You're near the surface. You're almost there.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You sink a little bit more. Damon?
Yep.
7 points of drowning damage. Asuka?
There's no way.
Oh, that fucking kills me.
2 points of drowning damage this time. Asuka, you're going to need to heal him. He's got like shit in his lungs. Healing him will purge the water out of his lungs.
I'm 4 points away from dying.
If you try it... Oh, okay, that was another channel positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't go anywhere. And Asuka, now you need to make me a fort save with and it's going to be pretty high to hold your breath now. Damon, you take 9 points of damage after getting that health.
Okay.
As like the water comes unconscious from your body, leaks out of you. Asuka, you managed to hold your breath. Swim.
Give me a sec.
It's not getting anywhere, Asuka. Damon, you take another 2 points of drowning damage.
Is there any way I can take out my dagger and like slices?
You can
the
try and
straps of
slice
it?
the straps, but he'll lose his armor. You want to try cutting him free of his armor? Even if he were to recover it, if you cut him free of it, it's wrecked forever. and it'll be pretty difficult to do.
This one check.
That gets you a little higher. You've made up the ground that you lost with that 4. Daemon?
Mm-hmm.
15 points of drowning damage.
What the fuck?
Asuka?
I thought you said there's like no rocks and shit here.
There's no rocks, but he's been underwater now for more than like a minute.
I'm 2 away from dying.
He's been underwater for a while. Are you going to heal him or keep swimming?
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna use a cure moderate wounds.
Okay, if you do, you're going. Well, does that have verbal components? Because if it does, you can't cast it underwater.
Oh fuck, are you kidding me? Let me see.
If it has a few components, then you can't cast.
It doesn't have any components actually.
No, it doesn't get any like curve. It doesn't give you E or an S or anything.
Non-cure moderate wounds. No.
Okay, give me a quick second to check that.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
I'm gonna have to check cure moderate, cure any of the other cures because moderate wound isn't anything. Oh yeah, light wound says VNS, but moderate doesn't. Yeah, light wound says cure and says that, but the other
Sorry,
one doesn't.
What was that?
Light wound doesn't say that. It says the VNS, but the other one doesn't.
Give me a sec. Cure moderate wounds. It functions like cure light wounds, except that it cures more. So yes, you still need you still need verbal components. You cannot cast cure moderate wounds. Do you want to channel positive energy instead, or do you want to keep swimming?
Yeah, just channel positive energy.
Okay, Damon, you've healed up 14 points of damage.
Alright.
You then
There's 2 out.
You then take 9 points of drowning damage. Asuka?
Yeah, dog.
Just try and swim out. There's no. The more you heal, the more I'm gonna just take more damage.
Asuka, you take you're drowning a little too.
Oh wait, I put 3.
You take
so
11 points of drowning damage, Asuka.
I do.
Yep. You can't roll fort saves anymore. You've been underwater too long, and you're focusing on trying to cast spells underwater too. I've been generous on you so far. So
Well,
roll a
I'm
swim
out.
check.
I'm out.
What do you mean you're out?
I reached 38. That's my health.
You've healed yourself 14 too.
Oh.
You're not out yet.
No, but pretty darn near. Yeah, no.
For fuck's sake. Oh.
Oscar, you take a big breath and you pass out too. And you guys are swept down the river.
Sweet.
This kind of puts a damper on everything I had written. Give me a moment.
Sorry, our shitty rolls ruined your writing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I said, sorry, our shitty rolls ruined.
All right. So, you guys come conscious back on the shore of the Ash Lake in your guys' city.
Okay.
Your citizens like fished you out of the water and gave you CPR.
Oh, that's nice.
So you're not dead. However, your kingdom's taken a pretty big hit from this, morale-wise, seeing two of its like lords and ladies wash up. Jive eventually comes to collect the both of you and is like, yeah, those people, they left. They said they were doing stuff. So I don't know where they went.
Well, nice of them to, acknowledge our help.
Well, you did strap yourself to a really large wagon and then, got swept downstream. And, yeah, in heavy armor.
Well, whatever. I was trying my best.